Morning, everybody. Paulie from Polish Custom Skins. Well, it's afternoon now, actually, but oh well. So what we're going to do today, as you can see on screen, what we're going to do is we're going to show you a quick tutorial on the sizes of the skins, the icons, stuff like that to do when you're skinning, and just to show you quickly how to change the size of your template. I've had a few people ask about this, so with Mod Studio, I did this a while back. Which is we use it to put on the Discord when people are asking for different what the sizes are for this, that, and the other. So we use this so people have got a list and they can see what the sizes are. So I will just pull Mod Studio 2 up. So you've got your mod icon and you've got your manifest JPEG. So the mod icon is a PNG, the manifest is a JPEG. Your truck skin is a 496, or you can do an 8K, which is 8192. It must be the power of 2, so it must be like that. Any variant from them sizes, it won't work. You can obviously go higher with this truck size if you want. I have heard people doing 16K skins, but that's your choice. Same with the 8K, that's your choice as well. We do recommend 4K. Trailer skin, again, 4K, 4096 by 248 PNG. Trailer skin, 8K, 8192 by 496 PNG. The pup trailer, which is a small one in ATS, the single axle one. Do that as that's normally as a 4096 by 4096. And the Steam Workshop icon, when you upload to the Steam Workshop, is 640 by 360. Now the workshop one, you also use that for the same size for the pictures if you upload extra pictures for your skin if you're uploading it to the Steam Workshop. So you create a couple of pictures at that size as well to upload to the Steam Workshop if you want to do it. So what we'll do is we'll go to, so we've got Mod Studio 2. So you'll have your truck, you pick your truck, basic, fill all this in here, what you're going to do. It's up to you what you want to do with your price. I always put that as 1, always have done. Alternative UV, that's normally used for the SCS trucks, to be fair, the older ones. So we normally use that for the older SCS trucks, to be honest. A lot of modded trucks and that don't normally use it, but if your skin is showing all over the place when you've skinned it, try clicking that, see what it looks like. We have had it is mainly the SCS trucks that happened on them. So base color lock. Now, if you want to do a metallic skin, you would obviously unlock that. If you're doing the mask skin, you could unlock that as well. Try and keep your skin internal name to about 10, 12 letters at the most. Then you go to image. That'll be your skin image. Obviously, that's got to match for your internal name there. Then this will be your icon, like I showed you earlier. When it comes up, there we go. So that'll be your icon, which is that basically the size I showed you, which is that there, 256 by 64. So that's your icon. Then if you're doing the metallic, you will click there. All this is already set for you, so you ain't got to touch nothing in there. If you want to do a mask skin, click mask skin there, and then change these to the colors you want. Basically, what you do there is press 1 for that, press 1 for that one, press 1 for that one. There's your RGB colors, basically. Make sure you untick all of them, and then go back to basic. Unclick that, change that to black. I think if I remember correctly, yes, it would be. And now your mask skin, basically. So that's that. And then what you would do is go to your manifest, fill your manifest in how you want to fill it in. Now, I never give a version on a 1.0 I never lock it to a certain version of the game. Category, paint job, truck, trailer, whatever you do with the truck. There's different things on there for you to choose from. Again, on here, I never normally lock anything on there, to be fair. I never normally touch anything on there. I'll leave it alone. Never touch that at all. I'll put that in there. Always have that there. Name what you want to name your mod. That's your choice. And then you got the... I'm telling you, I'm not even showing you, am I? I just thought I've got that still on the screen here. So let's get back. Right. Sorry about that. So let me go back to what I was showing you. There we go. So yeah, so this would be, so that'd be that's your icon, sorry. Metallic, you would click that for metallic. This is already all set for you. So leave that alone if you want. Mask. Obviously, you'd enable mask there, put one in there, put one there, put one there. That gives you the 3 colors that you want. Make sure you unlock them there. You go back to basic. Click that, unclick that, sorry, then select the color you want. Put that to black. And then you got your 4 colors with the mask. With the mask design, if that's what you're doing. Right, back to manifest. Can't believe I messed that up. But oh well. Right, so mod category at the bottom. Paint job. Truck, if you're doing a truck. Trailer, if you're doing a trailer. If you're doing AI traffic, you'd obviously put AI traffic. If you're doing any tuning parts, you do that. Obviously, it's all there, self-explanatory. Do what you want to do on there, to be honest. This here, I never normally touch. Never put nothing on there at all whatsoever on that bit there. I normally put 1.0 here. You could put version 1 or you put version 2, whatever you want to put it. Put your name there, whatever you want to name yourself, or you should, yeah, whatever you do want to put there. Obviously, what you want to name your mod. Then we go to here. This is manifest, which I talked about. If you go, I think it tells you something. I can't remember. You can click there, which will send you to a document which gives you any help you need for if you're struggling. But hopefully this video should help you anyway. So yeah, so that'd be a manifest that you made up. You can put any sort of text in there that you want to put in so people can read that in the mod description in the mod manager if they want to look at it. You can click there for multiplayer option. Never use this part to be fair, so I don't know. Never use it. And then you would go back to here. Then you would export mod like so. That'll take it straight to your mod folder run in the game. This would take you. This you would obviously set a folder up in your Steam Workshop folder, and then upload to the Steam Workshop, which I have got a video on how to do that. So right, so back to the template. So that's mod studio part done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull Paint up because I presume there's a lot of people use Paint as well, to be fair. So what we're going to do is we're going to go new. Now obviously Paint brings up this like this. So we want to make a skin a 4096 by 4096. Like so, you type that in. This here, I'm going to change this to 300 because it's set to 300 on my Affinity design. I've never changed it any different. I've just left it the way it is. So we quickly change that to 300 and click OK. We'll scroll that out a bit so we can see it like so. So now that's a 4096 by 4096, that size. So we've got a W900 folder over here. I've got a 4096 by 4096 template, and I've got a big template. So just grab your template like so, add as a layer like so. Now that should just fit in there like that. That's perfect. That's how you want it. That's how you want your template. That's fitting perfect. If we wanted to make a bigger one, so 8192 by 8192, it changes 300 again. Quickly. like so. Create, zoom out. I'm going to grab our 4096 template again. Put that there again. We'll add it as a layer. Now look, obviously it's obviously a smaller template. So all you've got to do, and this I'll show you in the Affinity Designer as well, to work the same in there. So all you got to do is drag your template like so into the corner. Make sure it's all lined up. That looks like a spot on, I think. Yep. I think that's it. So zoom in. Make sure that. I think that is it. Zoom out a bit. Scroll up a bit. So that's paint on that. So that's how you drag it over in paint on it. So we get paint out of the way. So what I'll do is here, I'll make a, because I've already got it ready, 8K skin, like so. Go back to, we'll grab our 4K skin again, our 4K template, sorry. And you'll see how easy it is on Affinity Designer. But basically, put that in the corner like that. You can see it's in there in the corner. Grab the corner, just hold your left mouse down, same as what you do with paint.net. Drag it into the corner until you see the red on the bottom and the green on that side. And that's it. That's how easy it is to adjust your template, basically. You can just pull it out like, because you'll find there'll be some modders give you a template that's a 2K template. So obviously you don't have to be skinning at 2K because it just looks rubbish. 4K give you nice looking text on the side of your cab. I put a lot of dot numbers on the American trucks, always on the doors. I've always got a fire extinguisher inside. When I was doing them in 4K, they looked horrible. They don't look really nice. Do it in 8K, it looks so much better. And obviously you put in stickers or anything like what they have in real life. It looks so much better in 8K, to be fair. And then you would just skin your truck how you want to do it. Now, obviously with some trucks, you'll get a pack of parts that you got to use as well, like we've got here with the W900. So we're going to open it up. We're going to select all, like so you can see them. So obviously with the W900, you've got a load of parts. You got the bug deflectors. You got a load of bumpers you can paint. You've got the exhaust covers, front logo, the grille, and you've got the wheel arches on the back. Now, if you just hover over them, you can see what the size of them are. So they're only 2048 by 194. So what you can do with these, depending on what you want to do, let me open my studio up again. So what we do is new project, ATS. Now this truck's going to be an advanced skin because you've got all these templates to extra on top of the main skin, on top of the main template. So we'll pick the W900 like so. You'd fill all this in here like you got it. Do your icon, like I said. Skins. There's your 4 different cabins that you can skin. Obviously, you check the templates because obviously some trucks you'll have the cabins will look totally different and they will not actually line up. It just depends. So just check your templates, what you've got for the cabins. So that's your 4 cabins. Then you got your accessories. So now as you can see, like we've got all the different accessories here. So what I've always advised everybody to do, if you're literally just painting, if we pull up, so here's the template of the W900. So the rear deflectors on the cab are here. They're already on the main template. And I think it's missing off this template. There is the air filters here as well, basically. So if you look on there, so we've got cab deflectors. This is the roof. This is the thing on the roof. And obviously the tail things that are on top of the roof as well. So if we go back to these, there should be in here somewhere, I believe. There we are. There's your cab deflectors for the roof. One there, one there. cabin A, cabin B. Now, all I'd recommend for these is just do a 4x4. Because if you're doing a metallic, you do your main skin, and then all you do is for the roof, because you've got nothing on the roof, just use a 4x4 transparent pixel thingamajiggy. I can't think of the word now. So all you do is new, coming out. Where's it got? Solid color. All you do is you just pick that type 4 again, create. There's your 4x4. Leave that blank. Don't actually do anything with it. Make sure it's got a transparent background on it. I've got it set so it's got a transparent background on it. Then basically export PNG. Now that gives you your transparent part that you need, painted part as such, for anything metallic that you just want to be painted metallic. If you wanted to go to cover a metallic part, basically, save that whatever you want to save it. Get rid of that. So if you're just painting the roof to match the rest of the truck, because the truck's metallic, you just use a 4x4. There we go. You click all them like so. Browse. Now I've got these set in painted parts for advanced skinning. That's what I've done with mine. And as you can see, and basically they're all just 4x4 colors. There's a transparent one. Click that. Click open, sorry. There's in there now. Now what you can do is you can then pick whatever you want to use that on. So your sunvoice, you can just right click, select all in that group, get rid of them. Same with them two, get rid of them. Again with these, right click, select all in group, get rid of them. Mirrors, if you want them, that again. So they're all going to be a metallic color, basically. So say you want to do the grills a different color, you go add image. Now, if you're just doing a solid color again, if you're doing nothing fancy with the grills, you can see the grills here. Let me show you. So you got the grills here, you got the diamond, the low, standard, surrounding B18. So there's your grills. So you're basically just doing them a solid color. So we can do them black. Say you can do them black. Again, click browse. You click your black. Or you'd make a 4x4 black part, basically, shall we say. So then leave the rest of them empty, all because you've already ticked them on this one. Scroll down. So you paint the grills all in that group black. Get rid of them. Same with the bumpers. If you're just going to do the bumpers a solid color, so be it. Obviously with these ones here, the two big ones, you could do with the pinstriping on them because they've got more to the template. All you do is I just leave these the size they am. To be fair, with the parts, I don't normally mess with the size of these because you obviously you don't really want massive parts because obviously it's going to put a lot of can make the skin size too big if you've got accessories in silly sizes and template size basically. So just leave the templates this size. Don't actually mess with them. To be fair, I've never messed with them. I've just left them the size there. So these, I'll just double click it. So as you can see there, that's goes straight into Affinity. So as you can see there, you can skin the size of them. You can skin the size. There's the front. There's the bars in the middle, like so. You can make that all fancy and do it how you want to do it. So get rid of that. So if you right click on that, then you could pick who you want, what software you want to open it with. So you could use GIMP. You could use paint.net. I've got Affinity, obviously. So say we paint, you just click paint.net. There you are in paint.net, basically. You ain't got to adjust no sizes. That's done for you. It's already at the size it is. So you ain't got to adjust nothing. Again, so you pick the grills, you painted the grills. Say we paint the bumpers black as well. Again, click all in that group. And then you just basically, you go for all these parts, what you want to paint. If you want to paint the fenders a different color, you go add image. So then you pick the color you want. Like I say, you can put RGB green on, or green, we'll just put the green. So then you just get into your fenders, or whatever you're painting green. Again, right click, select all in group. If you want to paint the tanks the same, all in group. So then basically you've got the metallic parts where they're going to be painted in metallic. That's the black part that's going to be painted black, whichever it was. What is it? The grill and the bumper. So they'll be black. This part here will be green. The tanks will be green. The steps, obviously, if you want to paint them a different color, press add image again. Then you'd pick another color. So just pick red. And then you pick what you wanted to paint red. There is some pictures with the SCS structure. You'll get pictures with certain parts so you can see what you're actually painting. So make sure you just, obviously, make sure you pick the correct parts, what you want painted, and make sure you ain't double picked them, basically. So that is that for the Mod Studio. So yeah, so all I do with these, obviously with your rear fenders, some people like to be fancy and do a bit of pinstriping and stuff like that. I have done it myself. Obviously, you just double click, go straight into your software. You can right click and just pick, if you want to choose a different software and do it that way, you can do that. You then do what you want to do with this. So say you just wanted a black, we're just going to put a black stripe down the middle, like so. If you wanted the rest of it just to be metallic, you would just click that off like so, leave your black stripe. You would then export as a PNG. As you can see, there's a size it is, so you won't touch none of them. You just export, say what you want to name it, and then you would put that in the part in Mod Studio. So where you would go, so say you got the rear fenders. So say that you got which one did it say it was? So it's a hump double. So you got the hump double here. So you pick that, and then you browse and you pick the part up that you've just exported, basically. And that's what you do with the different parts. If you want to do, or if you wanted to paint all these different, the only thing is you've got to add everyone separate. That's the only thing, because the templates are different. You can see there's different designs on the template. So just pick the one you want to skin. If you just want a certain design, then just do that one and just color the rest of just a blank color. Same with your sun visors, same thing. Pick what you want to do with your sun visors. Go into Mod Studio. So you don't add an image, browse for your color or your whatever you've done on the sun visor. You then click, if you click one for the untie, then the standard, the exclusive, the back visor, and the blind mount visor. So you can see them all here, they're all named. You can see all the visors there, they're all named. So you can see which one you want to skin. And you skin them that you want to. And then you put them into Mod Studio, basically. You just put that in there. If you want to do 5 different designs on 5 different sun visors, you would literally have to do 5 different images. So you would do the first image, which would be that one, then you'd add the image again. Then you do the next one, add the image again, do the next one, add the image, and so on and so on. And obviously it's like this with all the parts. If you're doing something different, on the, shall we say, the grill, if you want to do something on the grill, something different on the grills, you can obviously do different. But then you would have to add an image for each part, whatever you're painting different. Same with the bumpers, you could do a different image for every bumper, but you'd have to add each one separately then. You'd have to have an image separate for everyone. If they're all going to be one colour, if it's all just going to be a standard, just blank colour, nothing fancy, do the 4x4, and that's it. Let me open my Studio, Affinity, get rid of that out of the way. Now what you can do, so obviously this is a transparent one. Obviously if we want to make that a colour, you just you can just fill it in. There's a spill bucket. I have to do it this way with these. Let's pick blue. There's your color, and then you just save that again as a PNG. Export. Size is there, 4x4. Export. Name it what you want to name it. Blue. Blue 1. Like so. That's done. Open that up. Let's get that up again. Sorry. YouTube now, and then you will say there, blue 1. There you are. And then you can see 4x4, and that's it. So basically, all you need 4 parts. If you're just doing a standard part, nothing fancy, just use the 4x4 color. Nothing else. You don't need anything else. Nothing fancy. If you want to do something fancy on your part, then obviously get the template, put it onto your software, do whatever you want to do with it, save it as a PNG, and then use that on the part. We've got paint on it there. Obviously, you do the same with paint. If you want, you just put that to 4. You do the same with this. The same thing with this. I don't use paint, to be honest. I've never used it properly. I only have to use this with DDS files. I don't use it for nothing else, to be honest. But I know a lot of people use that. So yeah. So basically, that is it, people. I think that's majority of it. Let me explain the sizes. Basically, the challenge is exactly the same as the truck. If you want to do an 8K trailer, you would do exactly the same as I've done with the truck, where you drag the template over. You'd obviously it's a VLP, and you just drag the template up. Obviously, you can drag it back like that and mess a bit with it like that. But obviously, if you're doing 8K, you're doing 8K. Like so. So I think that is it. Basically, I don't think there's anything else I'm going to explain, to be fair. Obviously, if you've got questions, come jump in my Discord and ask me in there if you're struggling. I'm hoping these tutorials should help you a lot, to be fair. Always make sure you're on the latest version of Mod Studio 2. Keep it up to date as much as possible if you can. You can be a patron, so you get it a couple of weeks earlier, and you do get to mess a bit with some stuff earlier than most people. But that's your choice. You don't have to. You can wait. But yeah, so hopefully that's helped you. And yeah, hopefully that'll help you. If you've got any questions, please come jump in my Discord and just come and ask me. Probably the easiest way to get hold of me on my Discord or Goggles Discord. I'm in there as well, because I help him run his Discord. So come and jump in there, either one of them two, if you need to speak to me. I'm on most days in the week. Be able to talk to me in the weekend, but I'm around normally. But normally in the week is the better time. But yeah, you know the usual. Give me a like, share, and subscribe if you can. Any comments? Leave me some comments. I'll try and get another video out tomorrow, I think. I'll see what I'm doing tomorrow. Should be able to get something out. I might show you something about doing how I put lines on templates, so it makes things lining up easy. But we'll see. So have a good day, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Take care.